And if you wind back the history of our own planet to almost 250 million years ago, this is the map of how our world looked 240 million years ago. Back then, if we rewind this videotape of our planet's history and the continents scudding around across the surface, in this period of history, they'd all collided together and fused into a single giant landmass, a supercontinent called Pangaea, the all-land. And held just in the cup of that C-shaped supercontinent was the Tethys Ocean, which over time grew and expanded, as the Atlantic is doing right now, until Pangaea tore itself apart again. And Africa and then India rode back north to recollide, to back-end and this kind of pile up on the motorway of Earth's continents, closing up the Tethys as they went, destroying that ancient ocean, swallowing it back down into the interior of the planet. It's about 15 million years ago. This great ocean of the Tethys now exists as no more than a narrow seaway until it was closed off at both ends and now exists as no more than the puddle of the Atlantic. And it's that fact, the history of the Tethys and the Mediterranean, that explains that grand theme through our human history. That because it is Africa that is riding north and colliding into Eurasia, it's crumpled up all that northern coastline into the Alps, Carpathians, the Caucasians. This is a crumpled, rippled landscape. And with the rising of the sea levels since the end of the last ice age, it has now become a drowned, submerged landscape. The northern Mediterranean is absolutely riddled with natural inlets and coves and bays, and therefore natural harbors. It is perfectly set up, perfectly conducive for seafaring societies, for trading and communicating with each other by ships. Whereas the southern half of the Mediterranean, the African coastline, is flat and straight and boring. It has no natural harbors. Apart from Carthage here, which as you can see is actually just on the lip of effectively a subterranean mountain, a submarine mountain range linking the toe of Italy. That is about the only place you can find a natural harbor in 1,000 miles of coastline around here. And so it's that explains this great disparity for thousands of years of human history. It is bestowed, it is created by the history of the Mediterranean and these planetary forces.